It's something that many of us don't think about until much later in life. Dee Davenport from Delta Trust and Bank here to explain when you should start planning your will. Dee, good morning to you. Happy Friday. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Let's first start with this. Explain why someone might need a more traditional will.
Because it helps have a plan of what you want to have happen to your things after you go, after you're dead. And it also helps your family because they know what you wanted done, and it's a lot easier to handle.
This is something, like we just said, you don't really think about it until you need it. So why should someone start planning now as opposed to waiting?
Well, one of the things that happens to people is there is an Arkansas law that covers what will happen to your things, but you may have some different plans. And if you have them in place, then it's easier to put them, to make them effective. The other thing that happens to people is they have accidents, or imagine that you're in the hospital and you can't talk and you can't think. Who's going to take care of your finances? Who's going to take care of making your medical decisions? What if you have children? Who's going to take care of the children?
And if you don't have anything in place and something does happen, it just becomes a whole other issue.
That is exactly right, because Arkansas law takes over, and then you have to go to court. Let's say you're incapacitated. You have to get a guardianship. You have to go to court to do that, or your Arkansas law is going to decide what's going to happen to you, and it'll usually involve the court.
What advice can you give this morning to younger people?
Well, one of the things you can do is make sure you understand where all your papers are, everything that you own, all the debts that you have, and make sure that you've made a plan. And a lot of people who don't have a plan, let's say a spouse passes away, and the survivor doesn't know where things are sometimes. So it's good to know where everything is, explain where it is, and then also consult with your attorney or your CPA or someone like me.
All right, which is probably one of the most asked questions that you guys get over at Delta Trust and Bank.
We do.
Dee Davenport, thank you so much for your time this morning.
It's good to be here.